How's it going, everyone? This is EK1 here, and today's video we're going to be covering VideoProc Vlogger. Now, this is a free piece of software. Don't let the name fool you. It's not just for vloggers, but this is for anyone who wants to edit and create videos for free. It is literally free with no watermarks, no nothing. Everything you see, you get. I'm going to show you all, well, some of the functions at least in today's video. If you want to see more, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And let's get straight into it. So once the download is complete and you have opened the VideoProc Vlogger, it's going to ask you to just do some system settings. This is like your GPU. It's going to pick up your software and tell you what's supported on your software. Of course, I have the NVIDIA 3070, and also you'll have the 264 option to run via your CPU. So if you click next, what's going to happen is you're going to be confronted with this page, and this is the start to your project. Now, for me, a good thing about this software is its functionality in terms of resolution and frame rate. Now, let's go into the resolution. This is a brand new project. I've only just opened the software. So as you can see, it's set automatically to what my screen is, or what my monitor is, which is 1920 by 1080, which is a 1080p monitor. However, if you want to do it on 4K, you can click 4K, 2K, which is a 1440p, or you can literally do any other thing. So if it's something you're envisioning a project that's going to be on an iPad and you need it to be iPad compatible, is an iPad option, iPhone option, and some others here. Now I'm going to stick to 1920 by 1080 because I don't do my videos in 4K, even though I do have two 4K monitors. Another great thing about this, as I say, is the FPS. Now most video editors or editing software, they give you 30 and 60. Now these give you up to 120 frames per second. I don't know what really I would use that high, maybe, because I think most of my recordings are around 60. But if you are doing something with 120, you have that functionality as well, which I think is a great added bonus. Now you just select there where you want your where you want your videos to be saved. If there's a project name, so we can just do, if my keyboard works, so just name that tutorial, whatever you want to name it. The other thing on here is custom video resolution. So if you have a device that's not listed in this list here, so say you've got, I don't know, a random phone which is a weird size, or a tablet which is not on there that size, you can custom, so basically change what it is, which to me is additional extras to what other companies offer on their base in terms of resolution and frame rate. Now, again, I'm going to mention this is free. This is completely free. So why would you not just give this a go? It's great for beginners, but let's get straight into it and show you what else it offers. So right now I'm going to go through and show you some of the basic settings and basic functions that this offers. Now, I'm not saying that this software is basic, because it's actually quite advanced for a free piece of software. While you're in here, you can see this is the standard layout. So you've got your preview window. This here is a window if you're editing text and stuff like that. You'll see that in a little while. This is, of course, your library where all of your files that you're going to upload will go. There's a good thing about that in a second that I'll show you. And of course, you've got the timeline and the tracks. So video track, overlay track, audio track. Now for me, the weird part about this is the overlay track should be on top. Even though it's called overlay track, I still feel like in this day, and the norm is whatever's on top appears above whatever's below it. But this is not. If you put something in the video track and then you put an overlay, it goes over the top of the video. It's just a little pet peeve. I think that should just be up there. Like, I should just be able to move it, but I can't. But hey, it's called overlay track. It's obvious what it's going to do. And then, of course, you've got audio. And then you can add in like a subtitle track at the bottom if you want to. You can also add multiple video tracks and stuff like that. But I don't use subtitles. I'll show you that function in a second. If there's anything you want me to show you that I don't go through in today's video, let me know. If there's any functions you want to know if this is got, or anything you want to know if this can do it, let me know in the comment section below. It's a free piece of software. Link is in the description. It's not an affiliate link. I don't make any money or anything like that. The amount of people that click it, it's free. It's the whole thing is free, so it's fine. No watermarks either. So that's why I'm doing this video, because I just think this is too good to be true. So getting into it, we've already selected before our resolution and all that. But if you get here and you think, actually, do you know what? This video now is going to be a TikTok video. So it literally says here TikTok or Instagram, iPhone, iPad. It gives you some more options that we didn't have necessarily on the one before. So just click TikTok, done. And there is your perfect video overlay for TikTok. Now you do have to be sure to have your video recorded in that resolution. Otherwise you're going to cut half your video off, or you're going to lose some of your footage, or you'll have to zoom it in and stuff like that. So if you want to do TikToks, make sure you have your video actually recorded in that resolution. Now, if you want me to do videos on each of these, like Instagram videos, TikTok videos, I'm probably going to put out my TikTok videos on TikTok. So at EK1 Gaming TV on TikTok, same on Instagram. So go ahead, check them out. Hopefully I'll start uploading a bit more. I'm a little bit, bad at uploading on those two things, but I'm going to give them a try. So over the next couple of weeks, you'll probably see a lot more videos going out on those platforms. So for now, we're going to change it back to the 1080p. We're going to keep it at 60 frames. Of course, again, that 120 frames looks appealing, but my gameplay is recorded in 60, so I don't need to have it anymore. You can also change the background color, but as we're adding a video over the background, it's not going to make that much difference. So as usual or standard, you have the library box here. If you double click it or drag and drop, it says you can drag and drop on there. So just double click, which is what I do. I've got this random piece of footage of me playing The Division. One thing you're going to notice here is this. This is something that the software I use all the time doesn't actually have. It separates your files for you in your library to make it easier for you to find them. So if you've got like 100 pictures, you've got 5, 10, whatever, 20 loads of video, load of music that you're going to put in this big long video. It might be a vlog, say, that's going to be, like an hour long or something like that. And you'll know, if you're a video creator or content creator, you'll know that this panel gets full fast. There's lots of stuff going on. You've got text files, all different imagery, everything on there. And it's a nightmare sometimes looking through to see what's there. You might be looking for one picture and then you're having to scroll through all your videos as well. This separates it, so you can literally break it down and then pull it back out. Very easy to use, and that there is a very good touch. There's a couple of good things, and there's one thing that I'd like them to add, and I think if they added this, I would probably do all of my video editing on this software. I'm going to tell you what that is in a little bit. So, for example, let's go for this normal thing. You drop it down into the video track and we have our video here. As you can see, you can skip through. I'm going to call this a slider. I know it has a name, but I just can't remember what the name is. So we're going to call it a slider. So say here we want to just watch the footage. The good thing about this as well is it doesn't lessen the quality that much. You can see it's slightly lessen the quality on the preview, but not by that much where it's like you can't actually see what your final product's going to look like. So it's very good. And then obviously you can pause at whatever point you want. You can split the clip, so if you want to split it, that puts them 2 separate clips. You can then drag, make it smaller, cut some of it out. So the general functions are all there. What you can also do on it is simply by one button, speed. So you can change the speed of it. So you can literally go, say, I don't know, where it jumps. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's skip it to where it's actually going to jump. So when it gets to here, a little bit further. It's probably a bad example because I'm in my menu, but you can see it's going to get faster and faster. And you can move these. You can just drag these up and down. So it's very simple. I've probably used a really bad clip here. But you can see I'm kind of moving a lot faster than I would be. And then it's going to slow right down. But you can do a lot of this. So you can do the wave. So you can change it. I mean, you could the function, see, he's speeding up. Then he'll start slowing down in a second. So he's started to go back to normal. Right now he's about normal. Now he's slow. So he's gone like the opposite direction. You can see it all slow-mo. And now he's going to start picking back up again and start going faster. And you can see, there we go, so the speed's gone up. Now, if you just want a little bit of a drag, you can just drag up and down like this, so it kind of does it. Or if you basically just want it all, you know, completely fast, you can just put it all up, or just use a constant line. And you can pick like 8 times, or you could just pick, you know, you want it 2 times the speed. There's plenty of options for you to do, and this is split your clips first and then do it like that. I find it very, you know, it's better to do it like that rather than adding points and anchors and stuff like that. Just split the clip and do it like that. So then click apply. I'm not going to apply that because I don't want the speed changed on it. However, we're going to take a look at some of the other options here. Now, of course, you've got text and you've got all of the normal stuff here. The opacity you can change. Of course, it's just a black background. The opacity is going to be better if we had something in the overlay track, which we will have in just a second. But let's go into some of these color filters. You can change if you want it darker, lighter, and this is something that you don't see that often. You do see it in there, but you don't see it that often. You know, you might want to change these a little bit. If you've got some dark footage, you've done a vlog or whatever, there's some dark footage, you want to just add a bit of light to, you know, you can just play around with this as you go. There is advanced settings as well, color and filter editors. You can rotate, which of course, I don't know why you'd want to do that. I don't know why you want your video like this, but hey, who knows? You can scale it. So if there's something that you don't want in, like I don't want those damage numbers on the left here, I can literally just do that and have it there. Vertical flip, you pretty much got everything you need to do with this. Fit to screen, you know, height, width, and that will just bring it right on, dead on what you need it. Now, volume, of course, that's the clip volume. So that's the volume of the gun shooting and stuff like that, the gameplay. You can choose to fade that in and fade out. All these options are just off the bat. So this, I don't have to go through any menus to get to this. So I just want to say, like, all these options here are just off the bat. I've not gone into anything else. I've literally just uploaded the video, and you can change the speed. You can reverse the play so it goes backwards, which is like, so if you want to mess around with some functionality, you know, it's going to go back to front. So you can see I'm running backwards. You know, you can have fun with it, okay? You can just play around. The speed of the linear, lens distortion, you know, you can, as if it's a GoPro, you know, linear. So you can do all these functions. And honestly, this is endless. Like, there's so much image blur. So, you know, I do a lot of this when it comes to, if I've, say, got a competition running, or I've got my, you know, subscribe thing coming up, I blur the footage behind, so the footage still plays, but then I'll have some text, I don't know, some text over the top here. Obviously this text looks horrible, but I haven't got I'm not going to go in and edit all the text and stuff like that, so you can just do this. You know, change it however you want. So when it's on, it starts playing. I would be moving in the background and then it would flash up. I would have something better than that, but that's just the basic text function. So you'd probably use one of the titles, which we'll go into in a second. Or you'd use some kind of text that you've designed and put an animation on it to make it look a lot better. So we're going to take the blurring off. You can change the voice. Now, this is something I don't mess with these. I mean, I do have a Go XLR and stuff, so I've got it set up how I want it. You can change the pitch, man, robot, woman. So it's basically got a built-in soundboard, which is absolutely incredible. If you want to play around, you're doing comedy clips or whatever you want. And then auto level, it will auto level out the footage. You can see how it's made it a little bit clearer. So this looks like misty right now. And that's just, the Division itself is a very misty kind of game. So if you just click that, it clears all that up. And then it sort of, you see the note, you'll notice the difference here. if I click that, so that's off, it just like takes away a bit of the blur, makes it a little bit more clearer. If that makes any sense to you. So we're going to leave that, which is, you know, exactly what we want. We're going to set this right again, height and width. So it's all back to normal. Now, on this, there are, of course, transitions. So the transitions list to me is very good. There's quite a lot on there. There are programs with more, and I dare say we can probably download some more from somewhere. But for now, they do have all of this already pre-built in. So if you want that, you just drag it across onto the split. And then when it goes across, you should see a transition, as you see there. Some of the transitions are really nice. I generally just go for either like a zoom, blur, or something of that kind. Let's have a look at, I don't know if you'll notice it because the footage is just continual, but obviously usually you're changing the footage. So that's a good transition. I like that one. That's probably one of my favorites. You'll probably see me use it a lot in these videos. Now, on top of this, they have a titles panel. Now, this is the only fault I can find. And you'll know why. Well, because that's it. This is it. There's nothing more than this. Now, I'm disappointed because I wanted things where automatically animated, where I could just edit the text inside it. You know, like a box comes up and then like the text comes writing in. They could have that, but they don't. There's very simple title panels. Now, don't get me wrong, you can make your own titles or you can make your own animations elsewhere and bring them in. But for me, I really wanted to see more here. You can add, you know, add media and stuff. So I don't know if you can download them from somewhere, but I haven't found anywhere I can get more of these titles. And that's the only thing that's stopping me from moving across to this fully. I will use this for a lot of the editing, and then I'll probably move it across to my other program just to add all the titles and stuff like that, because I do like all the transitions and stuff. So with that being said, that's the down point. That's the downfall for me personally. But they will update, because if it's anything like their other products, they update them all the time. And I'm going to feed this back to the people at VideoProc. Obviously, I've been working with them for a while now, so I'll feed this back, get more titles in there, more animated titles, more things to make your video pop. Now, we have effects, which there's quite a lot of these, which is odd because I don't know why they've just slacked on titles. Transitions, there's quite a lot, and effects, there's obviously a lot as well. So what you can do a color glitch. Now, the effect, you just go into the effect track. So as soon as you start dragging down, it makes a new track. You can see it here, effect track. So then you can change the effects on here. So if you play this, you can see, I mean, I don't know why you want to do that. It distorts the video, but I mean, play around with all the different effects, and to get rid of it, you just click delete, or click on it and then press delete. There's fire. I mean, whatever floats your boat. I mean, it's kind of cheesy to me, but I'm a gamer, and you know, that kind of thing is not really suitable for my video. But there are some other good things. You know, if you want to do, after a transition, you want it to look a little bit better, you know, you can kind of make it like this. You know, for a short period, you want it just to change color and then flick back in a transition. So you can do a lot on here, and all this has just come as standard. I haven't downloaded any additional stuff. You can, of course, then change the settings, like the zoom factor of the rainbow. You know, you can take it off on the canvas. You can add it to the actual video. So there's a lot going on. You can change start time, end time, and duration. That to me is another good thing. You just set the duration, so you want it for the whole time. Apply, and you'll see that just go bigger. So for me, you know, it's crazy. You can just drag that if you want to, but if you've got a start time and an end time, you know exactly at that point it's going to start and stop. So for me, again, great touch, and they've made this so user friendly for people. It's literally probably one of the easiest editors that I have ever seen. So yeah, the effects are there. Great effects. Really happy. I'm going to remove that track. You can add audio, of course. You just basically go to your media library, click add music, and the music will be there. And the same for any pictures, subtitles, and all that. There is like ripple effects. You can time stretch, ripple effect. You can do a lot of stuff. So, I mean, it's just endless. This is really good just to have the simplicity of pressing a button and it speeds up the whole thing. You know, simple as that. So easy to use, great for beginners. If you want me to do tutorials on all of the other things, and believe me, there are a lot of things. If you want me to do a whole tutorial on me making a video on here, then let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to use the link to download it. It's completely free, and I'll catch you all in the next video.